Hello, 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 and welcome to more Hero Infinite with
Hey!
Ryan.
Oh, hey guys.
Ye-
It's the average gamer.
Uh, uh, I'm good at starting streams, I swear. It's totally not DM anxiety setting in again like it always does.
Hey, shit happens, man.
So, uh, this is going to be the second episode of Ace D'Angelo, World's Greatest Thief, in Hero Infinite. So, possibly watch the last one for context on his character backstory, but it's not super necessary if you haven't watched it yet.
It's a
What?
good read, though.
Yeah, I think it's a good session. Oh yeah, there's also a post of his backstory in the Gas Network, which links wherever they get put. One thing I want to address is we realized after recording the last session that not once did I have you describe your character. So, do you want to quickly describe roughly what he looks like, or do you want to wait till later?
Wait till something happens.
Okay, wait until like an introductory moment in story. Okay. As always, we're using Heart of Action, my system I've developed. You can find the rules in the Gas Network. It's a mostly D10 system. Dice either succeed or fail. The players need as many successes as I say the level of this roll difficulty is. Blah blah blah. Arms told me to try and explain these, but I don't want to explain them in full every single time. So clip notes.
Pretty good. I mean, it's easy to use, I think.
E.
It's also flexible, so.
I'm actually working on a
this one.
secondary version that I've got plans. I've got plans.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wait, you're actually making another one?
Yeah, like a variant version of it for different types of settings. Anyway. Yeah, you
True,
see
true.
Arms in chat now yelling at me and calling me a buffoon.
Yeah, Ollie.
I'm not a buffoon, I'm a baboon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, that's
cool. That's cool, I guess.
I'm sorry. Let's actually get into the story. Hang on, just 1 second. It's super hot in my room right now.
That's the average gamer
Taking
for you.
off my sweater.
It's the average gamer.
Man titties on full display.
Sorry, you have to let them hang out sometimes, man. Shit.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I don't have webcam, or I'd be banned on Twitch right now for these luscious baps.
Or these luscious flabs.
Gamer mode engage.
Not true.
Oh, all right.
It's the average gamer.
Anyway, let's actually get into things. So, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I'd meant to talk to you about beforehand, but I'll quickly ask it to clarify. The whole bit of your character is that he robs from criminals, both to get their riches and to get, stuff to expose them and get them arrested, correct?
That's the sum of his character so far.
Right. Just wanted to double check that was the case, because I planned the whole session around that being your character premise, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that was the idea.
What if it wasn't?
Oh, then I'd be low-key panicked.
You'd have to fucking improvise hardcore for this shit.
I've improvised more hardcore than that. I've had times where I planned an entire quest and the players walked in literally the opposite direction.
Oh, that's so cool. I love when that shit happens.
Nowadays, when that happens, I just pick up the quest and move it. But back in the day, that made me panic and I had to make up a whole new thing.
That's what you usually do, I mean.
Yeah. That's the better thing to do as a DM. But anyway, we're hitting the 5-minute mark, so I should actually get into the story.
Oh, 5 minutes. Time clock's ticking.
So, previously on Hero Infinite, when we had left off, you had arrested the crime boss that I forget the name of because I didn't rewatch the episode.
Tobias Howard.
What?
Tobias Howard.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Good job. Yeah. Get a hero point for remembering what I forgot. I rewatched the episode earlier this week, but now I don't remember that character's name after the fact.
Jeez.
Because it's been a week.
Yeah, it's Tobias Howard.
But Yeah, to buy. So, oh yeah, sorry. One more thing I meant to address to the audience is these episodes, if you watch them in playlist order on the channel, aren't actually going to be in the playlist in release order, but they're rather going to be in the playlist in what I believe to be optimal viewing order. In that, like, episodes that might give better context for something might come before an episode, even if they were recorded after.
So it's not a set timeline in the order of sessions, per se?
Yeah, generally. The playlist order is generally gonna be the timeline order. Those in some cases it may not be. Like an episode might be like a flash backwards situation, but generally the episodes are gonna be in roughly timeline order or like ideal viewing order.
Oh yeah, because Sleepy's a gunslinger, right?
Oh yeah, his episode
Yeah.
would have already gone live on YouTube by the point this one goes up,
Oh, true, true.
along with Zed's that aired on the same day. That one was,
Nice.
I think that one went very well. Anyway,
That one was fun, especially landing.
let's actually get into the current story of fucking, when he left
Stand.
off, you had arranged the rest of Tobias Howard, stolen his nice gun, some of his whiskey, and a bit of valuables.
Shit ton of his money. Could have
Ye.
just in a vault.
And now you are, in your nice ritzy hotel room. Again, think like the hotel room from Home Alone 2, fancy skyscraper high up in it,
Like a
and
little bowl of lollipops sitting on one table.
yeah. And now that you are a little more settled into Discordant City and you got a bit of practice and your feel around the city, you're ready for your real marks. The actual
Beyond.
big crime lords. And the first one you have in mind is the Baron.
Hmm.
And I imagine I imagine you'd have like sort of like a cork board of information that you'd gathered on this guy. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's about right.
The like research cork board with maps and photographs and like information and like
Like a
lot
map
like
of the
string.
city in the background.
Yeah,
A bunch of pins on
pins
where
of
it's
locations that
located.
are his.
Yeah.
Um and fucking uh so, the Baron is your next target. He's a major crime boss based out of Discordant City, but his influence spreads all across the East Coast. He's about 43 years old and has been in the line of crime for over 30 of those years. Getting his start when he was just a teenager as a petty thug. But very quickly, not only did he take control of his gang, but he escalated what they were doing. Eventually, he'd get arrested for association with drug dealers. But from your research, you're pretty confident he was the drug producer and seller, and he just managed to keep his hands clean of most of the evidence. He
Mm.
served he served a couple years in jail, but when he got out, whatever talent skills he had gained while he was in prison, they'd serve him well. Or they served him well. Uh, all of a sudden, across Discordant, a number of petty gangs began to disappear, and soon, a number of organized criminal organizations began disappearing. And then, mysteriously, the owner of... Hold on, what was the company name I had put aside?
Cola Pola?
Uh, the
Polar Cola?
the owner of... Oh yeah, no, it was the Polar Cola, thank you. The CEO of Polar Cola mysteriously stepped down, and in his position was promoted a person who'd only been working for the company a few years. Hold on. Sorry, I'm clicking through my notes now. A guy had only been with the company for a few years. The very young to become a CEO, 20-year-old. Fuck, where's his name? Where's his actual name?
Tobias Howard.
Not
Was
Tobias Howard.
born.
Tobias Howard was just a criminal in a warehouse.
Mm.
Uh, Hold on. Sorry. Oh god, I'm professional, I swear. Did I not write it down?
Jeez.
I'm scrolling through my notes on this character, and I don't think I ever wrote down his real name in my notes.
You just thought of the name? That's sort of
Yeah,
strange.
I think that's one of those things that I ended up not jotting down because I thought of it when I didn't have the notes in front of me, and I forgot that I never wrote it down.
Yeah, let's just brainstorm a name real quick.
I don't have a last name. I remember the first name I give him. The
Bob.
audience, come up with a last name. Bob. Oh, you know what? Bob. Sure. His name is Francis Roberts.
Francis Roberts.
Yeah. The young Francis Roberts inherited the Polar Cola Company, or not inherited, but had it handed to him. And then immediately after, he revealed a bit of corruption that the primary flavoring ingredient was a highly addictive substance. He revealed this fact, which resulted in the arresting of a number of the shareholders of the company, leaving him as the majority shareholder. The company then rebranded, and that's how we got the incredibly bad-tasting Polar Cola New, the only flavor that's available on the market nowadays. And then, not too long later, a new drug hit the streets using that highly addictive plant substance. It got the nickname of Polar Freeze because of its association with the old soda brand. From your research, you're pretty confident that he may have ties to the production and selling of Polar Freeze. He was soon able to take the fortune he gathered and buy out the America United Corporation, a megacorp conglomerate that owns shipping companies, grocery stores, farms, and manufacturing businesses. And he blanketed Polar Cola underneath the wider blanket of his new company. Ever since then, he's been sitting high and mighty within the America United headquarters, a skyscraper here in Discordant. And but what's garnered your attention is a particular opportunity that's coming up within the next few days. He's throwing a party right in his home, and in his centerpiece display will be a diamond he purchased recently. The largest, clearest diamond ever cut, which he recently purchased. The party is for his diamond, to celebrate him getting it. And you think it would be quite the showing of your skills if you could get that thing, if you could successfully steal a beautiful diamond in the middle of a busy party.
That would be a good show of my skills, I believe.
Now, you know the party is invite only, and he's sent out invites to pretty much everybody that works for his company within Discordant City, as well as a number of wealthy elites. You could try and get a hold of or try and find a way to get a hold of an invite, or look into other means to access the party. So, from here, within your little apartment planning room, that's where we open up on you, and you're allowed to begin making plans, sharing with me ideas of roles you want to do, etc.
Okay. Probably safe to assume that he has a catering staff, right? Like a wait staff?
Yes, he would have a catering staff.
And any sort of clue of where they would enter, or is it just through like the front?
Let us do. I'm going to set this as a. So, it's being held in the top of his corporate skyscraper because his home is built in the top of it.
Yeah.
So from there, public building, public plans, that kind of thing. So we're going to set you finding this information as a average level 3 task.
I got street smarts where I can guess building layouts if that helps.
I will give you an additional die for the street smarts.
Okay.
I'm doing the roll right now. You got 3 successes.
Okay.
You scope out the building, look at plans online, which are a little out of date from his latest add-ons to the skyscraper, which is worth mentioning, the America United headquarters is one of the dominating buildings of the skyline of Discordant City. A rather tall, dull, classic style, tall gray skyscraper with the company logo emblazoned on the side, but then it has your vision drifts across it. If you settle on the top, it basically looks like somebody took a mansion and delicately placed it on top of a skyscraper. That's the add-on he made after purchasing the company.
Does not look like it can hold up for long.
Not like an old-fashioned mansion, but those modern sort of Art Deco style mansions where it's all concrete and glass and flowing water.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You suspect that he has his own or he would have had his own kitchen built within, but he would need to get words. He obviously doesn't have enough supplies on hand for a full party, meaning he'd have to hire catering services, food deliveries, and be preparing his own food. Those deliveries would likely be handled at the bottommost floor in the back of the building, where there is, in fact, just a delivery depot, because the building is multi-purpose, with the bottom floor of the building serving as a distribution warehouse, and then a number of the central floors serving as numerous office buildings and rented out office buildings. So, some belong to the company, or some of the offices belong to them, some of them belonging to people that they rent the space to. And then the top floor being his personal home, or the top couple floors where it becomes the mansion. But so, you suspect that anything catering service stuff he has coming in would come in through the garage doors in the back of the warehouse, then probably be brought to the elevator system, where it would be brought up through a number of elevator trips.
Okay. Okay.
So
starting to get an idea formulating.
yeah.
Does he have any particular preference in his delivery service?
Let's see if you can find that in your research. I'll give you another bonus for your street smarts. I'm going to set this one at a level 4 challenge. Learning what particular preferences in businesses a rich guy has. On your roll, you get 4 successes with 1 crashing die. So if you spend the hero point to get rid of the crashing die, you can pass.
I will.
Alright. You know that he is a particular fondness for he has a particular fondness for seafood, and that there is a local fishery that he orders from very regularly, getting their lobster and fish explicitly from that group, or from that small company.
Okay. Do they have an ad?
Are they hiring?
Yeah.
I'll say for a hero point, the company is hiring.
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright.
Take my hero points.
So, I assume in your prep you would apply there to get a job there?
Yeah.
We are going to do a you versus the hire, or no, I'm going to a level 2 skill check to get hired at the place. Your like a fox trait is going, because you've got the charm of a fox, that's going to give you the +2 to it. So across 7 dice, you need 2 succeeding dice to get the job. which unsurprisingly, you get the job. You
Hey,
charm your way into getting hired.
hey, he's a good chef. What can I say?
I like to think you've like picked up like you're not actually good at a huge number of tasks, but you've learned enough of them to look passable and look like you know what you're doing with it. It's like if you're actually put in a kitchen with Gordon Ramsay, he would immediately sniff out that you're a bad chef. But if you had to stand in a kitchen full of good chefs and make it look like you are doing something and you know what you're doing, you could do that.
Hey, he's a good liar.
Exactly.
Good imposter.
Bum 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 bum. Bada bum.
Hey, I was gonna make that joke.
Ace D'Angelo sauce.
What is there a vent nearby? It's so cool.
Oh god, I just saw Polar Freeze sounds like an antifreeze for a car. People are just huffing antifreeze around Discordant City.
Jeez. That'd be sort of cool though. A bunch of people inhaling antifreeze.
That would not be cool.
It
Chug,
would be-
chug,
it would be so
chug,
cool.
chug.
Yeah.
God, they're actually during Prohibition, people would just drink cleaning chemicals to get drunk.
That's sort of cool. What?
People would find cleaning chemicals that had alcohol in them and then distill them and try and drink the distilled liquid, sometimes to better success than others.
Hey, I respect it.
Anyway,
Respectable.
fucking
Jeez.
yeah. So you get a job with the fucking, the fishery in order to help deliver the. Like, they're primarily, like, they get fish and then they, like, package it and deliver it. But so, him wanting their quality stuff, he would order from them and have it brought there. So you basically get the job as a fish delivery person. And manage to nail down the position of delivery, oh no, yeah, sorry, you're looking for catering business. So yeah, they also, like, prepare, they catch their own lobsters and fish and prepare it and cook it. So you get the position of a catering chef, right?
Yeah.
So now you have your inn. Do you want to do anything else in prep time or fast forward to the evening of the party?
Do I know where the diamond will be located by chance?
In the center, there's been some pictures like circulating about like the big event. And like within his home, like, there's a wide open, like, central sort of, like, living room social area for, like, him holding events like this. And he's built a pedestal in the middle of that room with a glass case and a pillow upon which it'll sit on a pedestal in the middle of the room on a pillow with a glass case around it.
Uh-huh.
So stealing it without being seen would be quite the feat, and the moment anybody notices it's gone, an alert would be risen.
Yeah, does this guy have kids?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I want to see if you would notice, chat, given the suggestion. No, he does not. Unless you want to spend 5 hero points to give him a kid.
Why would I give him a kid? It feels like I'm wasting my money at that
If it
point.
helps your plan somehow.
Jeez. What do I even do with a kid? Kidnap him?
I'll give you back your kid if you give me the diamond. Keep
That
the
seems
kid.
like a really bad plan.
Arm asking to spend 5 for. She did get 100 for making a VTuber of her character.
Hey, you can have what, 50 kids? Give him 50 kids, Arm. Come on.
You want to give him 50 kids, Arm?
What are you going to use them for?
Chat
really?
participation.
Well, let's see if she does it. Give a sec.
God, what's that movie? No, it's okay. I like the chat participation. God, there's a movie about that where like a guy has like a fuck ton of kids and then he decides he wants to bond with all of them.
Oh, it's that who's that one? I know. It's the delivery man, I think.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, because isn't that the bit that he was a delivery man who slept with a bunch of people's wives?
No, no, he's a sperm donor.
Oh, he was a sperm donor. That's what
Yeah,
it
David
is.
was Vince Vaughn. Yeah, that's his name, Vince Vaughn.
God. I'm gonna donate sperm to your mouth.
Shut up. Jeez, what the hell?
Alright, Arm wants to give the guy a son. Arm, get rid of 5-year hero points.
I'll give him my sad son.
Allowing outside players to influence sessions.
This
So,
feels like it's gonna make it harder.
he's got a son who's, probably, roughly your age. You'd expect he'd be at the gathering. He's got, he's his son is he's a vlogger. He's a rich kid vlogger who just, he owns his own home, he doesn't live with his dad, and he's, social media influencer kid in his,
sort of like
20s. What?
So he's sort of like me.
You're a social
sort of
media.
Like Ace.
Yeah, he's sort of like Ace, except much less talented.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Just from a general standpoint, not any of the special stuff.
Hmm.
Is there any exits near where the big diamond is being located?
From within the building, the only exit from his home is either there is a staircase out and the elevator out. The elevator opens right into the room where the party's being held, while the staircase is at the opposite end of the room.
Ooh.
This, again, the only room that exists that there are pictures of is the room where the party's being held. So beyond that, once you're in the house, you're sort of on your own, unless you can, you'd have some more ideas from external photographs and such, and, being able to look at satellite pictures. You know that he's got a pool that you know about a infinity pool?
Oh, like the ones that's like a glass bottom and stuff?
Yeah. He's got an infinity pool on the side of the building.
That's really dangerous.
And in addition, he's got a helicopter landing pad.
Let's see.
And you can tell if you look on Vermeil Maps, the in-universe equivalent of Google Maps, you would see that there is a, on his roof, there's very clearly, a jacuzzi. That's what you can get from, viewing that one, from that angle. Meanwhile, if you were to look at just, photographs of the building, you know that a majority of the external-facing walls are windows. Pretty much all external-facing walls of this house. It's just concrete slabs and pillars with glass walls is this entire building.
Mm. The jacuzzi does feel a bit irrelevant being on the outside, to be honest. Guess this guy's not that
Roof
smart.
jacuzzi in southern Maine.
This guy must be not that smart.
Actually, no, it's not just a jacuzzi. I'm gonna actually retcon that a little bit. It's not just a jacuzzi. It's a full, there's Japanese bathhouse situations where it's all rocks and flowing water. He had an artificial one of those constructed on his roof.
Rich is this guy?
Very rich. He's basically, alright, this guy's company is basically the in-universe equivalent to Amazon. The America United company.
Yeah, I know what Amazon is.
That's how rich he is.
Jeez, Jeff Bezos. Cool.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos rich.
Jeez.
I could literally buy a country if I wanted to, levels of rich.
Can't wait to steal this fucking diamond then. Shit.
Yeah. The diamond alone, you would probably be able to sell that on the black market and then retire. If you really wanted to. Nice. But that being said, you would never retire. You're Ace D'Angelo.
Hey, he has more stuff to do.
Crime to fight.
Not really fight, per se, but...
Here's a fun fact that could be relevant to a future theft by Ace D'Angelo. The most valuable liquid in the world per liquid ounce is horse semen. To steal the horse semen of the world's most valued, or specifically the horse semen of skilled racehorses. So just steal the semen of the world's most skilled horse, or best horse race, or best racing horse.
That
words.
feels really. Oh yes, finally have it in my grasp. Or semen. Oh, oh,
I finally have the most valuable horse seam of arm. That's wrong. The ratio of liquid to price is fucking printer ink.
not true. True. It's really, really bad. Hmm. Hey, I'd buy one thing before I'd go into my escapade.
What's the last thing you want to get as prep?
Two. But it's
Oh,
like,
what are the last two things you want? Also, we're assuming you still have the taser and the gun from last session.
oh yes, yes, of course. He doesn't just throw that shit at me. I mean, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like bottle of alcohol,
Bottle of
or
alcohol.
yeah, like a little thing, and like little
Oh,
handheld, like something nice, but still fits in your pocket, so like won't really be seen. That's like a glass
like
stone.
a flask.
Yeah, like, but it's still like made of glass. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
they have those kinds.
like a small glass flask full of
Yeah,
alcohol. All right,
and a big lighter,
a
like a
big.
little lighter.
Oh boy, these are gonna go good together. Flask of
Mm-hmm.
horse semen.
Ah,
Arm in chat. God.
it's go. Oh, it's wrong
Chug,
flask.
chug, chug, chug.
Wrong flask.
Uh,
Oh,
anyway,
wrong flask. Wrong flask.
so you get a small flask of alcohol and a lighter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. God, something I actually want to address. Last session, you were able to instantly one-hit KO an opponent.
Yeah.
Because of that, I don't have it in the official document, but it's going to be in. I'm currently in the process of typing up Heart of Action Super, the official rule set that that Hero Infinite uses. That is going to
Uh-huh.
contain a small rule of that there is no more one-hit KOs. Whereas
Ah.
previously, so a critical hit is when you get double the successes of an opponent and would deal double damage as a result. That's how it works in most other versions. But this version, every success you get over your opponent is a damage. So now the rule that exists is if you get one more, or if you get double the successes of your opponent, you cannot deal more damage than that much. So if they got 3 successes and you got 9, you cannot deal more than 3 damage to them. But you will now apply a debuff to them from getting such a good skilled hit. You know what I mean? So like you might break their leg and now they have a limp for the rest of the fight.
Okay. Would have been nice to know.
Sorry,
Okay.
that's why I'm bringing that up right now because that rule is relevant to bring up now that I've implemented it.
Okay, I get it. I
Or
get it now.
I'm actually looking at how that I worked that out on paper now, and I'm going to tweak that a little bit immediately after I said it. Because saying it out loud and looking at it on paper, I'm realizing maybe that's not exactly how it's work. Instead, I'm gonna say you can't do more than 5 damage in an attack.
So it applies to this session and all the other sessions, right?
It applies from
All right.
here going forward. From the moment this one's recorded to all ones recorded after. So if you
Okay.
can't deal more than 5 damage in an attack, but if you deal over 5, you apply a debuff to the opponent.
Okay. Okay.
Alongside dealing 5 damage.
Okay. Okay.
That way,
Okay. Makes sense.
at the start of a fight, bare minimum, you need to get 2 hits off on someone to knock them out.
Okay. Makes sense.
So anyway, yeah, you're getting a flask and a lighter.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all.
Okay. So, if we want to fast forward to the night of the party, then.
Yep. Fast forward, and I'm in front of the door.
Yeah.
I believe.
Night of the party arrives. You show up to work. Get in the truck full of live lobster amongst some other the seafood like oysters and the like. As they drive it to the building, and has it. The truck is pulling up. It's a little later in the evening. Like, the sun hasn't set yet, but it's later in the day. There's a couple of, like, press people outside, like, sort of like, like, celebrity event style press people, like, not like actual news people.
Like
There's a number of
paparazzi.
them outside basically wanting to get in or like talk with people as they're showing up, but you drive right by them and go in through the back, and start helping them unload the lobsters and bring them to the elevators, where you take the elevator up and, like, it closes and you're just sitting there in the elevator with like one of the other chefs.
Hmm.
If you want to interject with anything, just sort of like speak up over me, by the way.
Oh yeah.
The elevator goes up and soon, there's a little ding and you step out into the the main party floor, where there's already a large number of people like around, and you can see there in the middle of the room on the pedestal is about like 5 feet high before the pillow where the diamond is. So it's 5 foot of pedestal and then the pillow and diamond. And the diamond is like it's a perfectly, like, like the very classic diamond cut. It's that cut to perfection, and its size is like about equivalent to a soccer ball. Or no, not soccer ball. Like, I should say about half the size of a soccer ball is better.
Like a dodgeball.
Yeah, like those Nerf dodgeballs that schools have. So you can fit it in the palm of your hand, and you could, in theory, hide it somewhere. But it's a big fucking diamond, and it's a cool looking diamond because of that.
Yeah.
And fucking words. Like I said, there's a number of people going about, but you don't see the Baron anywhere. Which, God, let me verbally describe the how this guy looks, since we've been talking about him so much. He is about 6'4" 4 feet tall. Very. How do I want to put this? Like, he's not fat and he's not strong. He's a very thickly built man. You know what I mean? Like, wide frame. Like, he's
like a football player.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of fat and a little bit of muscle. So, like, all of that together makes him a little large framed. He is always seen wearing really nice. He's juicy chonker. God. He always wears a, like, well-fitted yellow gold suit, like yellow with like gold inlay. So like the outside of it is yellow and the inside of it is gold. Along with like royal purples to accent it. He's very much like the kind of guy who's like, I am wealthy and I dress like it. And he's got like well-cut black hair and well-cut black hair, deep green eyes. Wears like a number of like jeweled rings that all look really nice. Like, he's a flashy rich guy, He's new money rich.
So you got that new money, huh?
But currently he's nowhere at the party. And actually, we should take a moment before we forget to do it again. Please describe Ace D'Angelo's appearance so the audience knows what you look like.
As he's walking out of the elevator.
In a full chef outfit currently.
In a full chef outfit. Really suave looking man. He's a bit on the shorter side, around 5'9". It's a bit scrawny too, like 130 pounds.
5'9", under 6 foot. He's a manlet. Sorry.
Yeah, he's a pocket prince.
Yeah. God, he ain't a prince. He's a pocket king.
Hey, he can fit in your pocket, man. So, and why wouldn't he? Look how cute he is. Charming smile. Compliments his relatively short, unkempt light brown hair. That seems to be sort of a, what's it called? Like a hat thing going on, where it's like sort of has a little dent in it because he wears a hat all the time.
Oh, so he's got like hat marks on in his hair.
Yeah, a hat mark. Yeah. and he tried to, mess with it, but it's like still there.
Yeah. Well, now he's wearing a chef's hat, so it's fine.
Oh well, it's still there then. He has dark green eyes, and along with the chef's outfit, he's wearing a little tie, a little pink salmon pink tie. That's just very loose, despite
Yeah.
where he's at.
All right. Um.
And
hmm?
yeah, he's just walking around, getting a feel for
Oh
the
yeah.
place.
Well, sadly you can't just walk around because you're a chef currently. As you arrive, the whole room is open, but then like immediately next to the elevator, there's a little red velvet rope path that's been marked off for people like staff showing up to follow through. That guides them off to the side to a through a door off to like another door.
Hmm.
And you go into that, there's a guard standing by it, guarding it, like watching it. And he sort of nods to you and the other chefs as you guys go through and begin
Right.
making your way
Hi.
through some hallways, which you can
And
still see everybody because all of the walls are glass. It look like, and you can now sort of make out that the whole building, the mansion part, is 2 floors, and you're on the lower of the 2 floors, where you can see
okay.
there's like the wide open like area, and like what you can tell now is that all of the glass things or glass walls are on like tracks, so they can be moved around but not by hand. They're all on motorized tracks, so the layout of the house can be changed at a whim, it seems like. And like looking around, all of the furniture is on wheels with locks and such. And so
Ooh.
currently it's laid out so that there's a wide open area for people to like lounge around at. But then eventually you guys are led like through you're led out of that like area and around a glass hallway essentially that surrounds the party area to an area that's separated off with some curtains hung up, and you go in there and it's all like the kitchen, a big electric stove on wheels, a bunch of counters on wheels, and like chefs hard at work preparing all of the food, which seems to be a mix of various seafood dishes and Indian cuisine being prepared.
Hmm. And look at some of the lists that we're doing. I imagine there's like a little board where it says like the list of foods that we're making today.
Yeah, like general instructions, and there's like the head chef sort of going around being like, everybody, you do this, you go do this. And you mostly bluffed your way to get into the position you're in right now.
Hmm.
Uh, so very quickly you start getting directed over to help preparing lobsters.
Ah, yeah. And he's just sort of casually going over. It's not showing his nervousness.
Hmm. Do you start trying to prepare the lobsters or do something else?
Is there a special list for the Baron?
There is no specific recipe or instructions given. The assumption is that everybody here knows what they're doing, because they're all
Hmm.
supposed to be chefs. Though you do notice there's a bit of like bother in the kitchen. It looks like there's both these chefs that have come in from where you are, as well as a couple of his own personal cooks, all working in the kitchen at once, and you can tell his personal cooks don't seem totally plussed to be working with a bunch of caterers.
Hmm. Now, how do I get out of the kitchen? Thinks to thinks to himself out loud. Shit. Well, I guess I'll just go along with the
Oh
food.
no, diarrhea!
Oh, I
So,
got the shits.
I'm
Please.
sorry, my brain just thought of like your character's doubling over and doing that. I don't want to be like putting ideas in your head, sorry.
Uh, for a bit, he'd go along with it until they start to notice that he's
Alright.
like not
So,
really good at
we're
it.
going to do a standard skill check. The higher you get, the better you are able to cook it.
Hmm.
Level 3 being about the equivalent of, hey, you bought a lobster, brought it home, and boiled it. And you,
Nice.
and level 5 being the equivalent of, you could buy this at like a restaurant, and level 6 being like, Gordon Ramsay would be proud.
Nice.
And meanwhile, anything 2 or below is, this is bad lobster.
Jeez.
Do you want to modify the roll in any way before you know the results? Like just as I roll it?
Uh, 2 advantage.
By 2 advantage dice. Alright.
Yep.
Alright. So you roll a total of 3 successes with 2 dice breaks. Meaning
Mhm.
you're going to make some shitty ass lobster if you don't get rid of those dice breaks. At best, you can get a
Keep it.
subpar unless you buy extra successes.
I'll keep it.
You'll keep.
Yeah.
So, man, if you got a full critical fail, you know what? So here's the thing: you're about to cook a really bad lobster. Here's what I'm going to say: I will give you 1 success instead of just cooking a bad lobster, you accidentally drop the lobster and like it starts to crawl around the kitchen and like people get angry at you and like a little bit of a freak out ensues.
Oh, are they all staring at me, or are they staring at the
Well,
lobster?
I'm saying that is what will happen if you your normal failure is you cook a bad lobster. But I will give you 1 hero point if you upgrade from a normal failure to a horrible failure in having that happen. So it's your
Yeah.
call if you want to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. So we upgrade your failure. Um and so you pick up the lobster and just like, hey there, little guy, it's okay. However
Then
hasty
I
Angela
take
would
off
do.
the little thing. I take off the little things as I start snapping. Like, oh shit! And I
Yeah.
accidentally drop it.
Yeah, exactly. Like your first instinct is like, I should probably get these rubber bands off, and then immediately it's pinching at you, and you're like, ah!
I instinct.
It pinches your hand. You fall back like screaming in pain as it like.
I start to,
Hmm?
on purpose, he can take the pain, but he's like starting to fuck around with the kitchen. He's like shoving a bunch of shit over,
Okay, so
making a big mess.
you play into it to like make a bigger mess of things.
Yeah, he's like fucking.
God,
He's
get a
purposely
hero
like,
point. Yeah, I'm imagining like a very like animated movie style scene where like it pinches you, it's like ah, and, like almost like or fucking a Jim Carrey character throwing yourself around the kitchen, knocking things over, like you flop on one of the counters and just wave yourself back and forth, shaking the lobster around. And
yeah, and then he throws it at the head chef, and he's like gets it off his finger.
yeah, finally gets off your finger, flies over, lands on the head chef's head, and he just like takes it off. He's like, "Get this buffoon out of my kitchen!" You know, little bit of like freak out. A moment
Gasp.
later, so security starts coming in. They're basically gonna try and usher you out now.
Hmm.
So what is your plan? Do you allow that to start happening? Do you try and resist? What do you do now?
I go along with it.
Your finger is bleeding, by the way.
I'm like sucking on my fingers. They're taking me out.
You think it might be slightly broken just at the tip.
Yeah, lobsters and shit. Have powerful powerful pinches.
So you just allow them to start escorting you out?
Yeah, and see where they take me.
As they walk you out from behind the curtains, you can see a bunch of the guests are looking over at where the kitchen was. Or where the kitchen
they
is.
see a little bit of light coming from it. There's like something on fire.
Yeah. And like they start to walk you. They're basically walking you back to the elevator. One thing I forgot to mention earlier in the layout of the room is as you glanced around, you notice like the whole building is glass except for one room, which seems to be not glass and be like completely opaque and like locked down against one of the pillars essentially. So it's the only room that isn't able to be moved, and it's rather small.
Hmm.
On the bottom floor. You haven't seen the second floor. This like
Okay.
So hang on, let me give a better description. The elevator and staircase is at the southern end of the house.
Okay.
The kitchen is at the northern end of the house. This small concrete room is at the south western corner, and the staircase is along the eastern end of the building. Which, as you leave the kitchen, you start in the northern end, walk to the east, walk south, and then walk to the elevator, combing the perimeter of the building. So you pass by the staircase up during this moment.
Can we just take the staircase? look through the guards.
You want to walk down the staircase of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
They shove you toward the elevator. Actually, oh no, do you want to make that a charm check?
No.
No? No.
No.
Okay. Get a hero point
Just a
for
joke.
the comment. Yeah. If you ever want to do a skill check, just call it out to me.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah, they sort of just shove you in the elevator and step in with you.
Oh, you guys have to get so physical. I'm gonna pull out my flask.
One of them chuckles. No wonder you fucked up so bad. Drinking on the job?
Mm-hmm. Pull out my Bic lighter.
They don't really
is there-
pay any heed to the Bic lighter. It's just you and 2 guards inside the elevator.
Is there a camera?
There should be. Yes, there should be, but I'll tell you what. For a hero point, there is not. Because realistically, there would be a camera in an elevator, but...
Then...
Hmm?
Can I do both of these at the same time, I wonder?
What's your plan? We may be entering turn-based actions territory here.
I'm gonna put like a lot of fucking alcohol in my mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And look at the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Face first, and give him a knowing look in my eyes. Bring up the Bic lighter, spit it out, and then at the camera, both of the guards at the same time.
Light the Bic lighter and basically breathe fire at them.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
He's looking upwards to the corner. Little Bic lighter.
Okay.
There's that look in his eye that he knows what he's doing.
I'm gonna say because you're aiming at multiple targets, it'll be done at a disadvantage, and the guards will try to stop you. So you're rolling 5, they're rolling 5, and you will lose 1. Well, they're rolling 6 because it's 2 guards, and you're gonna lose 1 die on your attempt.
Okay.
So I'm doing the roll right now. Let me know if you want to do any modifiers.
I will keep it. I'll keep it.
So, you got 2 successes, and they got 2 successes, which means with your disadvantage, you are 1 behind from drawing. What this will mean is if you do not do anything, they're going to notice what you're doing as you pull out the lighter, knock the lighter from your hand, grab a hold of you, and you'll basically just spit out alcohol at one of them with your lighter on the ground. With a draw, you will be able to get breathing the fire off and fuck up the camera and get one of them caught a little bit. If you pay the even more hero points to succeed, you will be able to light all of them before anyone grabs at you.
How many hero points would I need to light up all 3?
So, let me go to the thing. So, in order to just get the draw result would cost you 1, because all you have to do is
I'll give 2.
Get rid of your oh no wait. Ignore disadvantage has to be done before the roll is done. It says it in the rulebook. That's right. So that being said, in order to get a full perfect result, will cost you 5 per action gain, so 10 points.
Sure, go ahead. Take my hero points.
All right. So you spend 10 hero points, and fucking, you take a swig of the alcohol, light your lighter. They glance over for a moment, and then you're both of them lit on fire. Fucking room on fire. Jesus. And you know what? I'm gonna say that's not a combative, or it's a lightly combative situation. Hold on. What I gotta do is one thing. In your sessions.
Oh yeah, because I am a regular human.
Yep, the hot bar is just generally shrunk. So, you succeeded by 1 point, but because of the style of the attack, I'm going to give you another point towards the whole situation. So, they're both on fire and freaking out, you fucked up the camera, there's like, oh god, patting it out, just reacting, Yeah, as if you're a fucking psychopath or something. One of them is basically gonna try and like grab you and slam you into the side of the elevator.
Okay.
While the other one is just trying to get himself out.
Okay. Okay.
So, what is your reaction to this? To know in
So he's
combat
trying to
on when an
he's
opponent
trying to
does.
grab me.
Yeah, he's gonna try and grab you, and like press you, like push you into the wall and pin you against the wall.
I hold up the alcohol. I'm like up. He's getting closer.
You said it was about the size of the palm of your hand, was it not?
Yeah.
I'd say that's only enough for one go of what you just did. Unless you
Oh.
want to spend a hero point on more alcohol.
Oh no, that's true. Yeah. No. He's like up. He's like up.
Alright, so what do you do with your reaction then?
Huh. Well, I drop it right in front of his foot
Okay.
as he's about to step on it.
So you're gonna try and like trip him up and dodge away?
Yep.
So, I'm gonna say, do you want that to simply be a flavor to your dodge, or do you want it to be treated as a counterattack? If it's a counterattack, you have the potential to hurt him and move the fight more in your favor. But your roll is done at a disadvantage in that scenario.
Ooh.
So,
Counterattack.
potentially harm him but roll with disadvantage, or just roll a normal dodge and treat it as normal. You know?
Counterattack.
What? Counterattack?
Yeah.
So, because of a burst, he rolled 3 successes.
Ooh.
You rolled 3 successes with the disadvantage, bringing it down to 2, and a crashing fail, bringing it down to 1.
Hey,
So,
you'll take it.
you're going to fail your dodge, unless you want to spend 6 dice to make the dodge a draw.
Nah.
So, he's gonna basically, like, fucking, still a little bit on fire, slam you into the wall of the elevator. But with 2 advantage, he does it like that. Do you want to? Well, he's pushing it back 2 in his favor. For 1 hero die, it'll only go 1 in his favor, because you can get rid of the dice break. Do you want to spend that to make it not go as much?
Yeah, I'll get rid of another hero point.
Okay. So now it's 6 versus 4 on the hot bar. Fucking words. Yeah, he slams you into the wall. The other guy's like patting himself out, like fucking, because he's on fire, and that's bad.
Is the guy still on fire? He pushed me into the wall.
Yeah, he's still pretty on fire, and it's now your turn.
Oof, well, I'll kick up the flask.
Oh, which
Like,
actually, I should do this real quick. Because he's still on fire, the ticker moves more in your favor.
Hey, I'll take it.
What are you gonna do? Kick up the flask and what?
Pick up the flask with the with the top of my feet. You know how you flick up stuff like that?
Yeah.
Grab it, smash the other guy on the top of the head as he's patting himself out.
Not the one who's pinning you against the wall, but the one who's patting himself out.
Yep.
Alright,
Just nonchalantly, you know.
I'm gonna say that is gonna be done at a disadvantage because you're pinned against the wall. Alright?
Oh, I thought he shoved me. Okay.
He like, I said he was gonna shove you and pin you, like try and pin you against the wall. Was how I worded it.
Oh. So is it like he's holding my shoulders, or like...
Like, sort of just like pushing against like your general like chest, shoulder region. So you can still do the movement, but it will be done at disadvantage.
So he's like whole body? Or is he like his hands
his
on
forearms? He's like brought his forearms up into your center mass and pinned you against the wall.
Well, so his fist, right?
Uh,
I put my hand on his fist,
mhm.
shove it a bit, and then use that tiny bit of leverage, and then squeeze myself out of there.
Instead of trying to do the glass attack.
Uh, if he can still grab the glass at the end of his turn, then he can do that.
I'll say picking up the cup is going to be a minor. You get a minor and a major action every round. I will say that is a minor action. So you can...
Okay.
Let's see if you're going to try and push him off of you.
He's
In this case,
making
that's not going to have a disadvantage. It's just going to roll like normal. What were you going to say?
Oh, no. Nothing. Go on.
Okay. So he rolled 3 successes, and you rolled 3 successes with 1 crashing failure, meaning 2. So you can spend the 1 hero point to make it a draw and successfully push him off you.
Yeah, I'll do
But
that.
I'll say that you fumble and aren't able to get the cup. Or get the bottle.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah. So partial success, you push him off of you and sort of like stumble out of his grasp as he like steps back. Now it's their turn. One of them has successfully put his fire out, the other one hasn't. The one who hasn't now starts like ripping off his coat and trying to like get the fire off him. Meanwhile, the one who's successfully been put out, he's going to fucking slam the emergency stop button on the elevator.
Okay.
Like with his fist, or I'd say that's a minor action, so I'm actually gonna say he's gonna do that and then try and fucking swing for you.
Okay.
So what do you do as your reaction?
Oh, well, I can't grab the bottle, and he's is he like kicking at me?
He's trying to like punch at you, like, you know, swing and punch you in the face.
Oh, I thought it was like I thought it was on the ground and was like crumbling for the bottle. In my mind.
Okay. Yeah, we'll say that's the case. So, yeah, he's gonna try and fucking, like, he's gonna try and stomp on you then. As you're on the ground on all fours. You know, you stumbled out of one guy's grasp, went for...
Shit.
You stumbled out of the guy's grasp, like, reached for the bottle, but as he stepped back, he kicked it and it slid around. So you're like, as they're walking on, the bottle's getting kicked around and you're trying to grab it.
Shit.
Alright. So, what's your reaction? Just a standard dodge, or what?
It's like it's just a downward stomp, I guess.
Yeah, he's just gonna try and stomp you. With his big old sexy man feet.
Ooh. Ooh, okay. I go in even closer.
I am Negazed, where Zed likes hands, I like feet.
Okay, so as he brings it up, I go on his outside to his left, whichever feet, the opposite side of the foot that he's using. So if it's the left foot, I'll be on the left side, and I'll just try and dodge like that.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so you're just gonna roll away and dodge.
Yeah, it's gonna try to.
You know what? Get a hero point for describing exactly how you dodge instead of just saying I dodge. And, so, he rolled 3 successes, you rolled 2 with a crashing failure.
Oh wait, I have, fleet-footed, yeah.
Fleet-footed? Oh, good call, good call. +2 to dodging, running, and other similar acts. So let's roll 2 more dice to you and see how that affects things. It changes nothing.
2 more crashing failures? Yeah.
They're normal rolls. So you rolled 2 successes with a crashing failure. He rolled 3 successes. Do you want to spend any hero dice to change or hero points to change it?
Yeah, I guess I'll get the disadvantage and make it a draw. Again.
So, okay, now you're only now you have 2 versus 3. You're only losing by 1.
Okay.
So it slides a teeny bit more in in their favor, and bring it back to a 6v1. The other guy successfully put himself out of being on fire. The emergency stop button's been hit, meaning the elevator's no longer moving. You are on the ground. They're both looking at you. What do you do as your action?
I'm like somewhere in the middle, and then I go reach for the press to the basement, or like the bottom floor.
Yeah.
So
well, they
fun ride, right?
Yeah, you can get an elevator going again after emergency stop.
Yeah, it just stops, you know.
So you're gonna reach up and hit get a hero point for the free ride bit. And I'm gonna say hitting that button is a minor action, so you can still perform a major action such as an attack.
So, look through the tube. Fun ride, right? Wait for
Sorry,
a
what'd you say?
reaction. Fun ride, right?
Ye- yes, I get you here.
Wait.
So yeah, what do you do with your major action now?
I look between the two of them. A moment passes, I imagine.
You're not gonna do anything, or
No, no, he's just.
okay, you hold your
He
action.
pulls out.
Wait, sorry.
It's a little pause moment, right? It's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he pulls out a taser and goes for like a shin, one of their
Oh, okay.
shins.
You're just getting especially descriptive. I misunderstood. Sorry.
Oh, that's cool.
Get a
It's usually
hero
how I
point for the
roleplay.
extra little flavor, even though I ruined it. Ow! Hit my knee.
It's usually how I go, a little descriptive.
Yee. All right, so you're gonna go
But
and try and tase one of them.
I mean, I assume they're like right there in front of me, right?
Yeah, you're in a cramped elevator.
Yeah, they're like their knees are right there. Oh, sorry. Right there, right in front of his
So
shins. Shins are right there.
they
Right there.
rolled 3, you rolled 4 with a crashing failure.
I
So
won't
for
get rid of
one
the
hero point,
disadvantage.
you will successfully hit them.
So many disadvantages,
Otherwise,
yeah.
it's a draw.
Yeah, I'll fucking, use a hero point.
Yeah, God, you are rolling jank today. Sorry.
It's always, for right now, it's always one below the
Yeah,
expected.
exactly. It's close. It's a close. I mean, it's an average human versus an average human, so the rolls are gonna keep coming out as draws. You know what I mean?
That's true. I mean,
You
not
throw
wrong.
yourself up, fucking, or as like very close, I should say. You throw yourself up, bring the taser up, and fucking just like tase one of them in the neck, and fucking falls down, and the other one's just like shit. And now it's
Look to
their
him.
turn. So you've
Uh,
knocked down one of them with
yeah.
that.
Look at the other guy. Oh, well, we don't have to fight if you don't want to end up like him.
He's gonna try and fucking like charge you and disarm you. You know, like try and like push you against the wall, knock the taser from your arm.
Jeez, they're getting real essential with all these wall movements, pushing me up against a wall and everything.
Hmm.
About to make me act up or something. Shit.
About to make, about to make me misbehave.
About to make me like an anime character being pushed up against a wall and being confessed.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
So what do you do as your reaction?
Uh, I just quickly turn to the side as he's like going for my chest, I believe.
Just gonna try and dodge.
Yeah, he's like both of his fists are out. I imagine he's like, I just turn to the side. Just let him hit the wall
So
or try to.
let me frame the picture of this roll I just did.
Mm.
I rolled the enemy first. All of their dice are just failures, except for 1 10 and 1 1.
Oh,
So the 10 is a burst, the 1 is a crash. So the 10 bursts, and then the crash gets rid of the 10. He then gets another 10, which bursts into another 1, meaning he's got 2 10s and 2 1s, bringing him to 0 successes total.
so he's stuck in the endless cycle.
Meanwhile, you get 2 9s and a 1, barely coming out on top to dodge.
Jeez.
So you step to the side as he fucking charges at you and fucking, he's just like, he like goes at you and he ends up with like his hands on the wall and like trying to like push back a little bit to like turn again. As we go into your turn again.
Quickly, I still have it in my hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
The taser.
Yes.
As he turns around, two tasers right in his eyes, right in his eyes.
Oh god, try and
As he's
tase him
turning around.
directly in the eyes.
As he's turning around, right as his eyes.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. God, that's painful.
I know.
Oh
Yeah,
god. That's brutal.
even getting pinched in the eyes is hard. It hurts.
These guys are just fucking bodyguards. You don't know if they're criminals. They're probably
Hey,
criminals. They work for him.
they probably are. I saw them on the list.
So he got 2 successes. The average person will get about 2 to 3 successes on your average roll. He got 2 successes, and you got 1 success. He is
old.
barely able to dodge. Like,
Jeez.
you bring it up, and he, like, brings up his hand, like, the thing where, like, forearm to forearm, he pushes it aside, moves his head to the side, so he tays next to his head instead. And he's gonna try and move from that into his turn with a sucker punch to your gut.
Oh, I thought he was going to tackle me.
Yeah, nah, he's just gonna punch you in the stomach. What do you do?
I mean, what is he like doing a left-hand punch? Like left-hand sucker punch?
Which hand are you holding the taser in?
Holding with his left hand.
So you move the taser with your left hand, he blocks it with his right, so he's punching you with his left.
Okay. Okay. So how am I dodging?
Yeah, what do you do? It was a reaction. Do you dodge? Do you counterattack? Do you try and hold it and block it?
Get this. As he's doing this action, right? Can I try and move to his chest? Like my
Like
I'm
step
sitting
closer?
my back's on his chest. It's like I do a full movement and it's like my back's on his chest or something.
Alright. So that's a dodge. Let me roll your 2 extra dice because you do a dodge. So, with a 3 roll successes versus 2 successes, you successfully dodge, spinning around and are like you're back to his chest.
I grab his hand as he's like trying to strangle me or something. It's like, oh, this is really nice, and I tase his hand.
So you can, all right.
It's right there. I'm holding his hand.
Yep. Which he's going. I'm gonna say he's gonna try and counterattack. He's gonna try and hurt you so much that you drop the taser. But that means that he rolls with 1 disadvantage. So, due to his disadvantage and 1 crashing failure, he got 0. Meanwhile, thanks to 2 bursts and 1 crashing failure, you got 4 successes.
Ah, yes.
Which means... boom, boom, boom. You fucking bring the taser into his arm. He's like, ah! His grip tightens for a moment and then loosens, and as he stumbles back, I imagine you just spin around and keep the taser on him and move it to a more central location until you tase him out.
Yeah, it's like going up to his arm and it's right to his chest.
Yeah. And you let out a sigh as ding! The elevator opens and you're on the ground floor where the deliveries happen, and a couple of the other another load of seafood has arrived, and a couple of the guys are waiting there, and they look over and they're they're just noticing you there in a chef's outfit with 2 unconscious guards.
Yeah. They kicked me out. He's holding a taser in his hand as he's saying this. There's bottle. There's fire going on with the little camera.
Yeah, little bit of fire still in the corner. The suit on the ground on fire. Suit jacket.
Kick me out.
They're all just get a hero point for that. So what's your plan of action now?
I go to a nearby dumpster, which, what do you? Can we say that there is a set of clothes for his usual outfit? Oh wait. Do they have any form of identification on them, like a little card, perhaps? Guards.
The guards?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd have wallets with IDs. Or do you mean oh no, yeah, they'd have security
special,
badges.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to take one of the security badges?
Do they have identification on them showing who their faces are?
No. It's just security badges that say security.
Okay, I'll grab one.
Alright.
And still in the chef costume, put in my little thing. Just sorry, I take off my little hat, stupid hat, throw it off to the side. Well, you can still go up there, I guess.
Yeah,
I'll just walk off.
What the fuck? So you're just gonna leave and head to a nearby dumpster where you say you want to have stashed your suit?
Yep.
Since we didn't establish that beforehand, I'll say you have to spend a hero point to have your suit stashed away. See an alteration.
Is there nearby? No, actually, yeah. Sure, 0 point. Guess I should have specified that.
Yeah, that's why I was asking beforehand, do you have any more things you want to set up? Because that's when you would have been able to, set up things like that.
Yeah, sure. So my bad on my end.
You go and get your suit and fucking... into my head, this is ticking kind of like a Hitman mission, if you've ever played the Hitman games. It's like, for change, the guards won't look right now.
It is definitely like that.
Well, you say that. They'll probably recognize your face if they look. Well, so, you get on your new suit, put on your old hat, and now you're outside the building at a dumpster. Outside the party. Oh. And the diamond's at the top floor of the skyscraper. What is your plan from here?
I just look up. Damn it. I'll go take the stairs.
I'm going to make you have to do a stealth check to get back in the building. Because, security and all of that.
Would they be on higher alert?
No, because that didn't get called in yet. I'm going to be generous. And say that no one realizes what you've done yet.
I got a +2.
Yeah, and with that +2, you have rolled 6 successes. So you slip in with no one even noticing and start to walk up the stairs.
He takes off his...
That's worth mentioning, there's 2 elevators.
There is?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, well...
Do you want to just call one of the elevators and take that up?
So there's one for the waiters, and there's one for the more important people,
the building as a whole has 2 elevators, because it's a skyscraper, and,
I will take the opposite one, then.
Well, there's probably more, but there's only 2 that lead up to the penthouse.
Then it's not worth the wait, and I'll go in through the other one. Going to the other one.
Yeah. You take the elevator up, and...
Yep. Just casually walking.
What, all the way up to the penthouse, or, just close?
All the way to the penthouse.
Because when you exit the elevator, there are guards right there by the elevator.
2 floors beneath the penthouse.
You arrive, oh yeah, the guards had walkie-talkies as well. I forgot to mention that. Do you want to say you took one?
Yeah.
Yes. So, at this moment, you'd hear them reporting that there's 2 unconscious guards in the elevator, and the chefs are like, we don't know what happened, another chef was there. And so they're saying to keep an eye out for you.
Like a description of me?
Yeah. They give a description of what you look like, because... Or they say, keep an eye out for the chef we just kicked out. They say he left, but he might cause more trouble. These guys are pretty beat up.
Ooh, I will lower my hat so it obscures my face even more.
And then start to walk up the stairs.
To describe his looks, because he did change his outfit. He is wearing a dark blazer with a gray horizontal striped button-up that isn't buttoned at the top, so he can show off a bit of his neck. And he's still wearing the salmon pink tie with a little trilby hat.
Mm-hmm.
It's really showing off the hat hair.
Mm-hmm.
Just lowers the trilby even more, so it obscures his face. And he's just gonna walk to the stairs. He's gonna walk to the stairs swiftly and as...
Sorry, go ahead.
As swiftly and as unseen as he can.
You start making your way up, and on you hear on the walkie-talkie, and it's like, the Baron will be arriving shortly. We need to make sure that everything's in order. Idiot! Don't call him Baron, or don't call him Baron. Don't call him the Baron during social events. His name's... God, what was his name again? Hold on. I
click on the walkie-talkie. His name's Francis Roberts.
Get a hero point. Thank you. Exactly. He's Mr. Roberts when we're in the building. Right, well, Mr. Roberts will be here shortly.
Looking again. Amateurs.
Mm-hmm. Get another hero point. As you start to hit the top of the stairs, there's a guard standing there in the stairwell, and he glances over at you.
Oh, hey.
Hey, sorry, party's invite only. He like holds up his hand.
I show a little security badge.
Hmm. You don't look like one of the secure. Well, hang on. They're all wearing sort of like, or yeah, they're all wearing like black suits. What are you wearing? You're a black suit, right?
It's very much similar. Very much similar.
I'm going to give you a. You're going to have to perform a guile check using your guile skill with advantage
So that's a +2
against this
with
guy.
advantage. Okay.
So that's 5 dice plus 2 plus 1 against his 5. You're fucking with me.
Hmm.
With all of your advantage, he rolled 3 successes, you rolled 3 successes, and 1 crashing failure, so you'll need to spend a hero point for him to buy your bluff!
What's going on? Yeah, I'll do it, but what is going on? Dude.
Jesus. Although even then it's just a draw. So he's gonna look at you a little hesitantly, and he's gonna start to raise up his walkie. He doesn't look like he's like on guard, but he's raising up his walkie-talkie, looking like he's gonna
So
like.
I have a walkie-talkie. It's like sitting on my sitting on my right shoulder.
Yeah.
Not right shoulder, right breast.
He says,
Right pec.
Did one of the security not show up when they were supposed to?
I click it. I'll just
or
talk
no,
to him right
did one of the
then.
guards did one of the guards on duty? Sorry, do we have all guards on duty accounted for? I'm gonna do a luck check real fast.
Oh.
Basically what it is I'm gonna roll 5 dice, and if at least 2 of them succeed, you pass your luck check.
Oh. This seems a bit doomed from the get-go.
You got 4 successes due to bursting dice.
Oh.
Yeah, Yancey didn't show up. He looks over. Yeah, you must be Yancey.
Yancey? Yancey? Wait, what the fuck is the name?
Yancey.
Yancey. Oh,
Yeah.
why? Okay. I thought I heard Nancy.
Yeah, no, Yancey didn't show up, and he was like, "You Yancey?"
Yeah?
Alright, he opens the door to let you in.
Alright, and I'll start, just...
As you're walking by, he's like, "Since when can we wear hats while we work? I want to wear my hat."
Man, they always had that. I'll just start going up to the top floor.
And so, well, so you want to make your way to the second floor of the his building?
He's on the 3rd floor and he's going up to the 2nd floor. Yes.
Or he
Wait.
So there's a skyscraper, and then there's the 2 floors and roof of the
Yeah.
the building. You want to go to the 2nd floor of the penthouse.
He'd
right?
He'd go up to the penthouse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The penthouse has 2 floors. As you step out of these stairs, you're on the bottom floor of the penthouse, the one that the party's going on in. And you step forward and like you're immediately back in the big party room where all the people are again. And you notice there's a couple people like trying to like wave awake the guards that are like were pulled up, or no, they probably would have taken them back into the elevator down to their floor. Never mind. But yeah, there's a couple of guards standing around, and they may recognize you if they're keeping an eye out. So I'm going to make you do another guile check, this time without the advantage you got before.
Okay.
And I'm going to give them an advantage because there's so many guards.
Okay.
So, sorry, just getting the last of the dice roll. They got 5 successes,
Uh-huh.
and you, because of dice bursts, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes and 1 crashing failure. Meaning, keeping your head down, none of them are gonna notice you immediately currently, so long as you don't act suspiciously.
You start to... Okay, as he's walking out, he just, he's not really trying to make a presence. He's just gonna walk into the room, start to mingle with the party guests, take a little bit of food.
Yeah. Start to
Just
walk
try and
around the
act casual.
party, blend into the
Back to
crowd.
casual. Yeah. And he'd sort of get uh lost in the crowd if they so
Yeah.
happen to notice him.
Which means that going forward, the guile checks probably will get an advantage because you're in the crowd. But after a moment, fucking, you realize a helicopter is flying in. The whole helicopter is painted a nice golden yellow with tacky coloring and the company logo on the side, and it lands on the helipad that's on this floor. And out of it steps fucking the Baron. All the people in the party are looking over, and a little small, scrawny looking guy with glasses scurries off the helicopter as well, and he's wearing a red, sort of a mauve suit, like a sort of red shade, and he runs over and steps by, and he's like, everybody, welcome. What was it? God fucking, hang on. I don't have his name written down in front of me again because I'm an idiot. I'm awful at remembering names. The name of the guy, the Francis Robert.
That's the Baron. Yep.
Yeah, it's everybody, please welcome Francis Roberts. All the people in the party start clapping as he walks in.
I give a whistle.
I love the idea of everybody is just sort of golf clapping, and you're just like, woo!
Yeah, he's like, ooh!
Get a hero point. A couple people glancing over you, like, what the hell? Who's this guy? Kind of looks.
What? I know that guy. Really good. Really good at what he does.
The Baron steps. He's like, thank you all for coming. It's a pleasure to hold such a wonderful event. But let us not draw too much attention from the real eye of this event. Oh. The prize jewel that I have purchased.
Wait, can I do something as he's talking?
Yes. What do you want to do as he's walking?
I imagine I'm sitting down, right?
Mm-hmm.
On a chair or something?
Yeah, one of the various chairs sitting around for people to relax in.
I take off my walkie-talkie, right? Mm-hmm. Put it on the ground, and kick it across the room, where it's sitting comfortably away from me.
Okay.
Away from my area.
Just get it away from you.
Yeah.
That all?
He'd wait for a bit, turn up the volume to the max, put it down, kick on the floor, and then real fast.
All right.
Just to get it away.
All right, and you have it on max volume, so it'll be annoying or distracting.
Mm-hmm. And he's kicking it away to the opposite side of the room per se.
Yeah. But yeah, the guy continues the real focus of this event, and he motions over to the gem. A few people everyone sort of turns and looks at it. It's excuse me, hang on. Sorry, I breathed in through my nose and a booger went up and into the
TMI.
It was uncomfortable.
TMI. Oh. I don't want to hear that.
Words. I'm good at them.
This is the
focus of the event. What was it?
The gem.
The
diamond.
I had a name for it. Hold on. Now I'm scrolling through my notes looking for the name of it. I apologize. I'm good at DMing, I swear.
You just casually scroll through?
I've got so many notes on
how do you
various
use
planned
these?
sessions, and they're all in the same document because I'm a fool.
Do you use Google Docs?
Yes.
You know what you should do? Use headings and like put little things, little headers.
That's a fucking good idea. I should. A lot of my
Where it's
notes
like
are me jotting things down. I'm like, I need to remember this. I need to remember
where
that.
it's like Ace to Angelo and the Baron, and then put the little notes for the session right there.
Yeah.
So I won't get separated.
Okay, it was just a fucking simple. See, I was like, no, I gave it a better name than that, didn't it? The Sky Diamond, and he motions over to it. It's the Sky Diamond.
Give like a half, like a sort of confused stare as to the name, but still looks to the diamond.
The most valuable gemstone that's ever been dug up. Beautifully cut by beautifully cut together by Southern American natives and taken by the conquistadors, where I spent years in a Spanish museum before I purchased it. He looks very proud of himself, and again, like the little golf claps all around.
I go for a whistle, but I imagine someone stops me.
Get a hero point. Yes, that happens. Alright. So what's he playing now?
I wait for his little stupid presentation, and I'm like snacking on the meals.
Yeah,
Little side dishes.
There's one, like, around the room is various, like, chairs, tables, etc. So, like, you go over to, like, one of the fucking appetizer trays and just, like...
Are people walking around as he's talking? Or are they, like, all focused?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's focusing as he's talking, and he's basically just like, but anyway... You all return to your festivities. You know, he like everybody to go back to it, and they all start walking around again.
I try and find his son, which I do not know the name of.
We didn't say his name because he was just.
He's here now. I mean. What's a cool name?
I'm gonna do something really funny. So the main guy, fucking. His name was Francis Robert. His son is Robert. Start looking for his son, Rob. First name Robert, middle name Robert, last name Robert.
Robert.
Yep. Which is the name of his vlog.
Hold on.
What? Oh no. Right. Okay.
Yo, give me like 5 seconds. Hold on.
Okay. You know what? I need to piss anyway, so hang on. Oop, hang on. We are going to take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
Oh, well, welcome back, gamers.
Drink Polar Cola for a delicious, refreshing, ice-cold experience.
Why do I keep on getting these ads? Turn off the switch to a different channel.
Anyway, but yeah, so you were at the party. The Baron just showed up, and you were looking for his son, what was it?
Roberts.
Yeah, Robert.
Good name.
Thank you. It's a fantastic name. You can tell his father really cares about him.
I don't know why the kid hates himself. Shit.
We never said that. We just said he's a vlogger.
Well,
yeah, we can infer that he hates himself. His
name is Robert Roberts, dude.
And he's a vlogger. All vlogger. I was about to make a dumb joke. Let's stay on topic. I can use words. I can speak coherently like a human being. True. I'm not a lizard person. You're a lizard person.
I'm not real. You're not real.
You're a towel.
You're not blinking. I'm blinking. Blinks. Anyways.
Right. So. Words in my mouth. You go looking for his son, and his son is, short, well-groomed, black hair. He's got blue eyes instead of his father's green. I don't know if that's how genes work, but shh.
Other side, maybe.
Yeah. I just don't know if that can actually happen if green is dominant over blue. But shh. Uh,
Well, I mean, hey, happens,
e. Um, words, words. I can use them. So you go poking around trying to find his son, and eventually you find him walking around the party. He's got so he's munching on some snack foods, and he's got his phone out, and you can tell he is currently live streaming on his phone.
Oh.
Talk as he talks to it. As you approach him, it's like, huh, yeah, I know he's pretty lame, but he's
I'll
my
just
dad.
casually. I'll get in view shot, but I'll just like casually like eat some food.
Mm.
If he's like doing the little selfie thing as he's
Yeah,
streaming.
I like to think you're like staring directly at the camera, just putting food in your mouth.
Oh no. Oh, that'd be weird. But he's like just like he saw the camera, but he's like picking through the things, just like not trying to show that he
Yeah.
knows about the camera.
And he's basically just like talking to the chat of him he's streaming himself at the party and is talking with people, like answering random little dumb questions they have about oh, do you live there? And he's like, no, he doesn't live there. What is the house? What's the house look like? And he talks about how the house looks different every time he comes here because his dad set up all these glass walls that move around, and he has it's like he can change the layout whenever he has different people over. It's weird. It says it's based on some Japanese architecture thing where they have paper houses. Making a house out of paper, I mean, get real, Japanese people, am I right? And he's like making a face at the camera. Meanwhile, like a woman of Japanese descent off to the side sort of glares at him.
Sorry, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at her.
And he's just like answering people's random questions and talking kind of like that.
I'm like, because he's being so loud. I don't turn my head. I like sort of. I'm not like looking right at him. I'm like sort of like lean my head over so you can sort of hear me. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, do you think he has a button to change this area?
He looks over it. He's like, huh? And then you see like the chat blowing up with people being like, yeah, does he have something like that? People like adding on to the question I was asking. He's like, I think it's like some control panel up in his office. He can move around the layout or something. I've seen it once.
Turn my head around the camera. I'm facing the opposite side of the camera, and I just give a smile as I walk off to the
The staircase to go up.
Yeah.
Because his office isn't here, and if his office is in the penthouse, it's got to be on the second floor.
It's the big black room, right? The big
Hmm?
it's a very opaque room, right? Like
you want to go to the opaque concrete room on this floor?
No, I'm going to the penthouse. The penthouse.
Yeah, you're in the bottom floor.
I'm going down. I'm going to his room. I'm going to his room.
Yeah. Well, do you want to go to the second floor or check the one room that has concrete walls on this floor?
Let me flip a coin. Coin flip generator, heads or tails? Heads will be the concrete one, I guess. Right, flip a coin. Okay, flip.
It lands on its side.
It lands on its side and it's still pinning.
The virtual coin lands on its side.
How does that even work? It's going to the second floor.
You make your way over, and I'm gonna say that's gonna require another guile check. Because no one else is going up to the second floor. This
Would
time
they be noticed at the party?
What?
Would they keep their attention at the party, or?
Well, I mean, there's guards watching the whole house, so.
Not true.
Or keeping an eye on everything, so. This is going to be another guile check, so another 2, and this time at disadvantage against 6 dice.
Can I spend 2 for
extra dice?
Advantage, yeah.
Alright.
Alright. Come on.
So, they got 4 successes with 1 crashing failure.
Okay.
You got 5 with 1 disadvantage, meaning they got 3 and you got 4. You slip upstairs unnoticed. So this, like, the bottom floor, like I said, the layout of the house is basically a concrete floor that is on top of the skyscraper with some pillars, a concrete floor above that, that one being slightly smaller, with pillars coming out of it, and then another concrete slab to make the roof where the little bathhouse is.
Okay.
You make your way up the metal staircase here, to find yourself at a second floor where there's, like, bedroom slash office laid out type area laid out. All has, like, one room essentially with the glass walls and a single glass wall with a glass door on it. Actually, no, would it be a glass? No, it's just that the wall is open. There's not a glass door. The wall's just open because he can slide the walls and do that to close it.
Is the Baron up here?
No, because he's still down at the party. In fact, there's no actual guards on the second floor, just a couple that were supposed to keep an eye on the staircase that you slipped by.
Okay. Then I'd go start rummaging through all this stuff, trying to look for like I don't know, any sort of button of some kind.
As you go over to the desk, you realize that the entire top of this desk is a touchscreen.
I look back to the floor planning, and I look back to the desk. Does it match?
What do you mean, like?
Like,
Oh, is there, like, a thing that looks like it can be used to move around the glass?
yes.
You look at it for a moment and, like, try and, like... Or, as you touch the touchscreen and turn it on, it's actually locked. Yeah, you would need a password to get in. Or mad hacker skills. Which,
I tried a couple guesses first. Tried like 3 before I give up and try and search for something.
Alright, we're gonna do a luck check.
Like
Level 4 luck check.
Maybe it's his birthday or something.
You rolled 1 success. You do not guess the password. Unless you want to spend 15 hero points.
I don't even have that much. I have 11. He's been using them all game.
Using them and earning them.
Hey, yeah. I mean, hey. It's been an eventful day for Ace so far. He looked through the drawers if there is of any kind, and try and look for like a little notepad that has like little secrets, maybe, or anything of like detailing.
So you start like going through the drawers looking for anything, and there's some like papers, paper clips, pencils, pens, basic office supplies.
Is it a number lock?
It's like the keyboard and
it's a QWERTY. Okay.
Yeah, digital QWERTY.
Okay.
But yeah, there is basically all that's in the desk is a bunch of like standard old office supplies, papers, pencils, etc. So like nothing of note is in the desk. Other than that, I should describe what's up here on this floor a little better. So he's got his desk with a chair on either end, a little like golf putt setup, and his words, I can use them, and a bed that has like curtains and stuff around it, and a dress, like a wardrobe, and that's all.
With a wardrobe. With a wardrobe.
Sorry, one more time.
With a wardrobe.
Yeah, there's a wardrobe, a bed, and a wardrobe.
I check in the wardrobe if for anything at all.
Lots of yellow suits.
Gotta stylize or something, man. Close it.
Says Ace D'Angelo, who only wears 1 suit.
Hey, it works.
God.
What a hypocrite. But
comic book characters, they never change their clothes.
Hey, he's a hypocrite. So
get a hero point for the joke.
So maybe it's under his pillowcase. He's gonna start ransacking the bed. or anything,
Just
maybe.
ransacking everything, you find nothing.
Damn it. Ugh. A little crack of the fingers. Guess I have to do it the old-fashioned way then. It's like face himself so he's looking outside so he can like see if anyone's coming into the room or not.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd start to try and hacker man his way out of this.
Now here's the question. I don't think Ice D'Angelo has hacker skills. Now, a
Well, you
skill
did
that
say
any average person can have, you can attempt without a skill, without needing, or you can attempt.
so.
But if
It was
it's
a
a,
specialized skill. Okay,
yeah, if it's a specialized skill, you need to like have some
have the
foreknowledge.
skill.
Yeah.
Okay,
So Ace is not a hacker man.
okay. Huh. Street smarts. Is there any like sort of hidden off area here?
Uh,
Like safe maybe?
it's a wide open room with glass
You never.
walls. There's
You never
nothing
know. You
hidden.
never know.
There's
I'm
nothing hidden around here.
at this point. At this point. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay. So I know what I'm doing. How big is the wardrobe?
It's like it's a pretty big wardrobe. It's like I'm trying to think of how far across a wardrobe is from one side to the other normally. Like it's like a 5 foot by 5 foot cube footprint and about 7 feet tall. The wardrobe, or 8 feet tall, an 8 foot tall
Hmm.
wardrobe that's 5 foot by 5 foot like footprint.
Hmm.
It's got like
Guess
a
it
little
works.
button on it that you hit it and it sort of like rotates through the clothing.
Oh. I can. Is the desk like one way where it's like you have a little place to put your feet and stuff, and like the opposite side is like just a. It's like a meeting,
Yeah,
desk.
yeah.
Oh. I do a quick little prayer, but he's not actually praying. And he does hide under the desk and wait patiently. And
Okay. Until basically the party winds down.
yep, he's waiting.
Fast forward several hours. I'm going to give you a guile check with advantage. So 5 plus 2 plus 1. They rolled so many ones on their roll, Ryan. You didn't roll them. The enemy rolled so many ones.
Nice. That's good for me. I'll take it.
Uh, I'm astonished. I just did your roll, Ryan. They got 3 successes and 2 crashes. You got 3 successes and 2 crashes.
What's going on?
So it's a draw.
Yes, Ollie, I would like to spend another hero point.
Yes, I'm so sorry. God, you've been rolling like not terribly, but just bad enough that you're constantly leaking hero points.
Yes, I will gladly spend another hero point.
I mean,
Is this what you want me to say?
I guess that's what they're for. Sorry. Oh my god. So anyway, that's ridiculous. That with you having such a distinct advantage in that skill. Anyway, the fucking sorry. You spend the night sitting there. Eventually, Baron comes up and like you hear like people walking around, and then he sits down at the desk and like slides in, and you press against the back, and his feet are right by yours, or
Oh
his feet
yeah.
are right by you.
Oh yeah.
And then he starts doing office work or whatever you would presume for a little while.
He doesn't notice the mess.
Oh god, yeah, you know what? He would have. Huh. Part of me feels like that should have given a disadvantage to your stealth check. So they would have been like, what the hell happened here?
Hmm.
I-
So you
I'm
want me to spend more hero
I'm
points?
gonna give you a hero point for reminding me of the mess, but you will then have to immediately spend that hero point to still remain hidden.
It'll stay the way it is then, I guess.
Yep. So I apologize. You remain successfully hidden. Like eventually, you hear him get mad about what happened. They poke him and his guards poke around. They set his servants set everything right, and then he sits down at the desk. He sits at the desk for a little while doing what you presume to be his work until eventually he steps away and you hear some movement and then it's quiet. And you think,
I
I imagine you wait a little longer and to be sure he's asleep, right?
he waits a moment. Does he hear any snoring?
Yes, eventually you hear snoring.
I look over.
You peek out and he's asleep with all the drapes around his bed and his computer is still logged in.
You really should log out of your work. Poor man. Alright. He get out he'd give a nice stretch after he gets under the table for like past how many hours?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows how many hours. He just hmm, hmm, take care of him or get the diamond. Get the diamond. And diamond's sitting comfortably, I guess. So
You
still
go
there.
downstairs and it's still in the little glass pedestal.
Okay. He'd go back up to the desk,
Mm-hmm.
and throughout the day, did he hear any wiring of some sort, like big, like or something?
What do you mean?
He's trying to figure out if he heard like the panels being shifted, like the area being shifted.
No, everything is still as it was as it was during the party. It seems like he didn't bother rearranging his bottom floor or anything. Well, actually, the glass panels are the same, but a lot of the furniture has been taken out and set up a little bit. Or God, you know what? That's a good point. He probably would have set everything to the way he would want it to be. So earlier in the day when he was doing his work, you would have heard like a small motorized engine sound, and when you go downstairs, the entire lower floor is set up to actually have a proper just casual living room feel to it again.
Mm.
So yeah.
Huh. Okay.
So
And if I break
as
open the diamond case, it'll make a it'll be a sounded, right?
if you break glass, yes, glass makes sound. That being
Okay.
said, the glass on top the pedestal is a smooth black pedestal with a pillow on it, and then the glass over it is just basically a lid that was put on top, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
So if you went down, you could lift the glass. You don't need to
Ugh.
break it.
He probably would have thought about it, and be like, "What if I just try this instead?"
And you just lift it up and boom, there's the diamond.
Huh. Okay. Any sort of sensors of some kind if this like thing would get lifted, or like it would make a noise or something that I can
It
tell.
seems like no. No real security system on the diamond. It's just there. I guess he never figured anyone would come up here to take it.
He f- he figures.
Why
Oh,
can't I?
hello.
Oh, there you are. You're alive.
Well, fuck if I know what happened, dude. Sorry about that.
Alright, it's okay. We figured it out.
Yeah, just sorry about that.
It's
Jeez.
good. Uh,
Just boom, it's gone.
yeah. So, yeah, there's no security system as far as you can tell on the diamond.
So I was in the middle of saying what I was doing, so I'll just say it again. He's very hesitant at first. Reaches for it, picks it up, and he's like, waits for a moment. Nothing. He's like relaxed about it now. Huh.
And
Okay.
how do you get away? Just leave
Uh, it goes down the what's it called?
the
Goes down the
staircase.
steps. Yeah.
You walk over to the staircase and pop open the door, and then you hear the sound of an alarm going off.
Ah, shit. He's very much rushing now. He's very much rushing down the stairs.
And now, ba-ba-da-ba, we have another challenge, as you will be running through the building trying to evade people that are trying to catch you. But this time, to keep it a little interesting, we are opening the full hotbar for this encounter.
Oh.
So, you're basically just gonna start sprinting down the stairs, correct?
Yep. You did
Uh,
run down a flight of stairs before, so.
yeah, so you're running down the long ass staircase of a fucking skyscraper, and after a few moments, a group of guards come bursting through and are looking at you like, it's like, stop right there!
Nope.
Yeah.
It keeps on running.
Alright, so you get first action, you're basically just gonna run.
Did they
And,
come out of one I was just on?
they're the next floor down. That
Okay.
like, couple floors down, a couple of guards popped out.
Sorry, and then go through one of the doors.
So you're just gonna run into the floor you're on.
Yep.
Alright. And look, luckily, you were able to find the public floor plans of the skyscraper, which has not changed, and you know where all the staircases and elevators are. Which
Perfect.
which is good. The clever background checking. Uh,
Yes. He'd go to, take one elevator down.
so you gotta try to make your way to the nearest elevator.
Yes.
So this is a challenge. Various guards are gonna try and stop you as you're running there, but you get +2 due to your fucking runny boy abilities.
Fleet footwork.
Yeah, your
Fleet
fleet
footed.
foot. So the result is you got 4 successes and 1 crashing failure, and
Again.
they got 3 successes and 3 crashing failures.
Oh,
So,
even better for me.
so that's a 3-point advantage on you. So, a bunch of the guards are like coming out and chasing after you. Some of them are trying to catch you, jumping at you. You're like running through the hall, like jump over. Some of them sort of run on the wall for a second. Like, actually, you like to get past one of them. You put your hand on the shoulder and run across the wall. Propping yourself up on his shoulders for support as you do it. You know what I mean?
That's a swag move. That's a Tomb Raider move, bro.
And then eventually you get to the elevator, hit the button, and you're just
Ding
sitting there
ding
like,
ding 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 ding.
yeah, ding, 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 hitting the button super
He's like
fast.
he's like quickly looking back. He's like ding ding
Yeah,
ding ding ding.
get a hero point. I have the visual of it in my head. It's great. They're like running at you, and then you like step in, and you're hitting the closed doors button as they're running over, and you close the doors right as they get over.
As soon as I see their face, I give them a finger.
And then God, get another hero point for that one.
Hear a little elevator music.
You're just sitting in the elevator, and it's like dun 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 da da
Oh shit!
dun da da da. Bum.
I look at the camera,
Bum, bum,
give a smooch as they show my face.
Get a hero point. Da da dun da dun dun dun.
Oh yeah.
Hmm?
As the elevator's going down. Oh yeah. World's greatest thief, by the way.
Yeah.
This is my first visual. This is my first point of contact. Yeah. That's about it. Mm-hmm.
Just nodding to yourself, and then ding, the elevator door opens, and there's a group of guards there.
I pull out a gun.
You're gonna pull out a gun?
Don't. Yep, I still have my gun.
Yeah.
I kept it on him during the whole thing.
Well, I will allow that. So
don't you dare move. So shoot this diamond. Quickly pulls out the diamond.
what happens if you shoot a diamond?
No clue. He doesn't know.
Oh.
I bet they don't know. He's bluffing.
Which I'm gonna add your you get 2 points for like a fox, correct?
Yes.
So There's a group of guards there. We're sort of not totally following the turn-based format, but that's okay because I'm willing to play loosey-goosey with that for fun. Rule of cool and all that.
Hmm.
So they got 3 successes, and you got 1.
Jeez.
So they're immediately gonna try and basically like run at you and like tackle you. You know, they're they're all just gonna basically try and grab you. You know, run it, push into the elevator and grab at you.
Oh shit! I got a +2 to dodging,
There's
and he's
because it's a group of them. I'm gonna give them an advantage, but only 1 because it's a tight elevator, so they can't all go at you simultaneously. What are you gonna try and do?
okay. And he's gonna quickly try and go to the side, where the buttons are, and
Mm-hmm.
ding, it goes up, and he's trying to get out.
Hang on. You're gonna try and close
He's
the door, or
as they're all getting in, he's
you're
gonna try and
gonna
maneuver,
slip
ding, and
past
then
them
gonna
and close.
send up.
That's wicked funny. I like that. You're gonna try and dodge under them, then send them up as they all push into the elevator after you.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like 4 or 5 of them. They got 4 successes. You got 3 successes.
I will gladly spend 2 to get 2 successes. So I'd get rid.
Getting extra successes, I think, costs more when it's post-roll, doesn't it?
After roll 5 for a success. That's what it says.
Yes. So you need to spend
I have
5
4.
to tie it. You only have 4?
I'm getting that extra 1. I ain't
Okay.
drawing it. I'm getting that 1.
Okay, so you get the extra success. Oh wait, you're getting 2 more or 1 more?
Wait, they got 3 and
they got
right?
4. You got 3.
I got yeah, no, I'm getting 5.
Okay, you're gonna buy
Like total.
Okay, so you slip past all of them as they all like jump at you, and you just like hit like I think you hit like every button for the floors above you, and then just fucking go
Give them.
bolting down the
I tip
hall
my
again.
hat. Tip my trilby as they're going up.
Which that's gonna
go backward running.
So I was just gonna say that's gonna move this 1 more in your favor.
And they'd start running back towards the stairs, going back down.
So it's worth mentioning you will only successfully escape when it's all your color, and they'll only successfully capture you when it's all your color.
When it's all red.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah.
You fucking slip by, start bolting down again, holding your hat, like back to the staircase, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you start running down the staircase again, and after a few moments, there's more of them again, you know, like more guards spilling into the staircase. Or actually, as you go in, you hear one of them talking on the walkie-talkie. Like you're running down, you hear slightly below you. It's like, I'm in the staircase ahead of him. I hope he's here. And it's just one guard who's gonna like run at you. Get a hero point for that one. That was funny. No,
is it the bottom of the stairs?
Not the bottom of the stairs. It's just he's on a lower landing than you. Because you know skyscraper and all that.
Okay, I'm gonna keep on going down. Keep on going down until I like sort of like.
So what? Just try and like dodge past him.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Until my floor ahead of him, where it's like a floor difference, and then I'm going to go to the next door, real quick.
Okay, and enter the floor, in the hopes that like he falls behind.
Yeah.
So he rolled 2 successes and a crashing failure, and you rolled 1 success. Which means a draw. I'd say that if you let that stay, it's that you get down the floor, run through the door, but he sees you go through and is gonna keep pursuing you.
Good.
Okay. So he keeps pursuing you as you like turn off into the halls and start to bolt. Crash these nuts.
Shut up, Zed. God.
Oh yeah, Zed. So
keep on making these jokes.
I came to the conclusion that the Nega Zed has a foot fetish. Because he's the opposite of you.
The anti-Zed.
Anti-Zed is into feet. Sorry. Anyway. And by the way, go check out Zed's session of Hero Infinite. It's... Anyway.
Well, it's just facts, bro. Anti-Zed is a foot fetish. Shit.
He's a foot fetishist.
Is that hard to understand?
he likes men's feet.
He likes foot. He
Because
likes
even
feet,
Ante said
bro.
is still
Shit.
gay. As we all know, when you mirror somebody into their nega form, they still carry the same sexuality. Because otherwise, you would
That's how
just
it
start
works.
dating yourself.
I refuse. Well, it's just true.
It
Well,
doesn't.
sorry, but he has a cat form, so mm,
Uh, but
he has
anyway,
a cougar. He has a cougar form. So,
let's get
anyways,
back on topic. You're fucking bolting
yep.
and dodging through the halls as they're fucking chasing after you.
Has
Uh, hmm?
taser in the hand. He's just, zzz, he's just
Oh, you're
suddenly
gonna
running
pull out your
by.
taser now.
Yeah.
So do you want like you're running from? Sorry, what are you gonna try to like turn around and tase the guy who's chasing you?
As
Or
he's running, he's tasing people in front of him.
oh, okay, yeah. If the next, so eventually, like when the next guard pops out, you're gonna try and tase that guy as you run past him.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm doing a roll for that. They got 3 successes and you got 1.
Jeez, what is going on?
So that's a difference of 2. Boop boop. You're running through the hall and like another guard bursts out and like you see him like you have that split second thought of like getting your taser ready before the door that he burst through hits you in the face and you stumble back, like fall
I
flat
try
on
and
your
keep my.
ass.
Ooh, I try and keep the momentum going. It's like I'm scrambling onto the floor,
Yeah.
and that guy running behind me, right?
Yep. There's still a guy running behind you. So now there's one on you
I
at the
try and
end of
act
you
as
in
an
the hole.
obstacle. If he's
Oh,
like running full forced, I try and act as an obstacle, so he like trips and falls.
they go for his legs and trying to basically like heave him over you.
I like curl inward, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like on my hands and knees, like curl inward, like I'm doing a mantra or something,
So hang on,
and I'm trying to.
it's a 5v5 roll. Uh, they got 1 success and a crashing these nuts failure, and you got 3 successes. So,
Nice.
the guy goes running at you and he notices you on the ground, starts to slow down, but you basically like go like curl up, go under him, and like get your head under his legs, and then sit back up for like throwing him over your shoulders at the other guy. And then I imagine like what do you sprint back to the staircase?
Yes, it's very much cat and mouse at this point.
Yeah, you go sprinting back to the
Staircase and
staircase
everything else.
before and fucking boom. So you start running down the staircase again, quickly like grabbing the railing, turning the corners, and you're starting to get close to the bottom floor, you're pretty sure. When
Come on.
4 more guards come bursting out into the staircase where you are, and you can hear more coming from the door of like the floor, or then they come coming out, bursting out on the next floor down, and you can hear more approaching from the floor you're on currently.
It. And he's gonna. Uh, uh, he's gonna get down to the next floor, and they're right there, right?
Yeah, if you
But
go down 1 more floor, there'll be a group of them, like 4 of them.
all right, he's gonna. Okay, he's gonna try very, very, very acrobatic movements. So as he's going down the stairs, he's gonna jump off the railing, run across. He's gonna one big step across the wall,
Mm-hmm.
right? The wall to his side.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's holding the door, the one that's holding the other railing, and then he's gonna try and land right there, like next to the steps, and keep on going
So
downwards.
you're gonna try and like jump over like the middle like space of the stairs to like jump to the next
It's like
layer down past the guys.
one wall, the other wall that's holding the
Oh,
other
like
set of stairs, and then
a
he's gonna,
downward wall jump, so to speak.
yeah, downward wall run, yeah,
Okay.
like just 3 big steps. Boom, boom, boom.
Uh, I'm gonna give you a acrobatics skill check for that,
Would that count? Wait, would
which
that count as fleet-footed?
I'll say fleet-footed is covered in that. Yes, and I'm gonna call it a level 3. Rather
Ooh,
than because
okay.
it's more so not the guards trying to stop you in this case that could stumble you, but you fucking up your own attempt.
But the action itself, yeah.
Yeah, which you got
Can
5.
I?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What were you
oh.
gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna just ask for advantage dice.
I will still allow it if you want, and it could potentially give you another success.
I'll spend 2,
Okay.
bringing me down to a big ol' 3, big
Oh,
3.
so the first one gave you nothing, but the second one burst, bringing you from 5 successes to 7 successes.
Oh,
And I said you can't get more than 5 successes in you can't move the thing more than 5 pips in a single move. But I think you'll find. Oops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm
Yeah,
almost
1,
there.
2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, just 1 shy. But because yeah, you got high enough that I'm gonna give you an advantage. As you like kick off, you basically leave all those guards behind, burst down into like the warehouse area again. Oh no, yeah, this staircase exits into like the bottom floor is basically one small lobby room. The rest is warehouse. You burst
Mm.
into the warehouse, and conveniently enough, you notice that a fucking shipment of things was showing up today, and the United American Shipping Company, and one of their vans is there, or keys in the ignition, door open.
Uh, Sorry for the man whose job is gonna be lost tomorrow, and we're gonna hop into the car.
Still holding the fucking diamond in your hand and everything the whole time. I love the... Man, it would have been great if at one point you used the diamond as a weapon on a guy, I just thought.
Oh, he doesn't want to smudging it though.
Like, I can
It's gonna
imagine
lose
a
value.
scene where, like, as you're running a guard, like, you huck it full force at a guard, it hits him in the head, knocking him out, another one catches it, and then you, like, run by and grab it back out of that guy's hand.
Thank you for holding it. Nah, but he doesn't want to smudging it though.
Do you want to... So you're saying you wouldn't have done that, though?
No, it's just the thought of it.
Yeah.
But nah, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, just a fun idea. So, as you get in the car, we're gonna do one more roll of the guards trying to catch you as you're trying to start the car, and basically, like, this is sort of a driving check of you trying to, like, U-turn around backwards and get out of there
Hmm.
before the guards can get you. Which you have no...
Okay.
You have street smarts, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say your smarts helps this one.
Okay.
Oh my god, you got 2 bursting dice and they got 2 bursting dice.
Jeez.
I think we got a theme going on, Ryan. They got a total of 5 successes. You got a total of 5 successes and 1 crashing die.
This shit sucks, man.
Like, consistently, just like... I mean, you got the hero points to make it a draw.
I don't have 3.
It only costs 1 to fix a crashing die.
Ignore the disadvantage.
No, not disadvantage, crash.
Doesn't say.
Where's...
Ignore 1 dice break. Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
dice break. Dice break. I was mixing up my own terminology. So, you want to? I assume you do that. So we're gonna say since it's a draw, they all fucking are running at you and you're driving away, but one of them jumps in and is basically in the passenger seat with you, like of the van, and is basically gonna try and like wrestle the wheel from you.
You sure you want to crash?
Are you gonna try and charm
like,
that one?
Yes. He's very reckless. He's trying to show off. It's like,
Yeah, you like
not trying to.
purposely
Yeah,
make it really messy.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead. Were you gonna say like a description?
Oh no. It's that. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's purposely like really fucking it up.
yeah, yeah, and then you look at him with a crazy look in your eye. You really want to crash? He looks at you. You both got 1 crashing failure. He got 2 successes and you got 3. Meaning he comes out to a net 1 and you come out to net 2. Or breaking dice, not crashing dice, breaking dice. So you barely pass. He looks at you as you're swerving, and like I imagine you like swerve towards a light pole and he dives out, and last minute you swerve away from it and drive down the road escaping.
Uh, outside the window, he gives a finger.
Get a hero point. I can imagine you just taking the die and just like, mwah.
How could it went better? He's just driving away.
And there's your successful heist. With you caught on camera multiple times.
Yes, I was going to say that.
I think that went well.
Just looking at himself on the TV.
Yeah. Later on, like on the news, there's like stuff about you being wanted, having stolen the Sky Diamond.
Well, at least that piece of shit got what he deserves. And
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
still have all the notes, right?
Notes?
About the Baron and his activities.
The ones you've gathered, yes, but there's no like, the thing is, it's all stuff that you, like...
Theorized?
Yeah, there's nothing that substantially ties him to it in your notes, to his crimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Baron is not officially tied to what has happened, but you just stole the world's most valuable diamond from him, which he already blew a fuck ton of money buying.
Well, guess I gotta move now. Oh. Yeah, and he gets up, puts in the bag, and just begins to move to a
Another
new
hotel.
hotel. Yes, under a different identity.
All right.
Or he tries to, at least.
And that was... I guess that's the end of Hero Infinite's Ace D'Angelo and the Baron.
The Baron.
The Baron. I think that went quite well.
Could have went a lot better. Give it to say that. A lot better.
Again, to reiterate the fact of videos in... If you watch the videos in playlist order on the channel, that's not necessarily exactly the same as upload order. So it's always worth keeping an eye on that potentially. Well, I mean, I guess you don't need to keep an eye on it. Just watch all the episodes, essentially.
Just watch them, dude.
Yeah. There's already several... There's already... God. As of the time this is being recorded, there's, I think, 3 episodes live on YouTube. 2 episodes live on YouTube. And as of the time that this is going live, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other episodes. One other Ace D'Angelo one, and every single other one starring a different hero.
Oh, but who does it star? I'm just joking.
Well, we've got the Time Traveler Bendover, the Magical Kitsune Zed, and the Monster Hunter possessed by the ghost of his ancestor, Lawson.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's a lot more cool than the person who steals.
I love your character. Like, just conceptually. Coming up,
Thanks,
you can
man.
expect people can expect such things as a psychic chicken and a magical cat boy.
A what?
A magical cat boy.
No, the other one.
A time traveler? No, that one's already been introduced.
A psych? What? You're gaslighting me. That's how gaslighting works.
My superpower is I can gaslight people.
That's just part of my repertoire, bro. IRL. But anyways.
It's just like a real character. You have a power that any human has.
Yep, gaslighting. Hey, sorry, man.
And that's Ace D'Angelo's true power. He's a master gaslighter.
Hey, I don't think I saw you yesterday, man. Where were you? Yeah, we're supposed to go here yesterday. No shit.
But so fucking... Yeah. If you watch this on YouTube, what I've got other shit you can watch that is probably linking on screen around now. Go watch it. Have fun.
They're blinking in bold red colors.
I can't do that. I'm not an edit. I don't know how to edit. They're just the end cards on YouTube. Anyway, ta-ta, YouTube people.
If that were me, okay.